All right, so 2 quick things. There is no graceful way to get up on this stage, and I picked the wrong day to wear a skirt. So how y'all doing? Y'all having fun so far? Nice. Like John said, my name's Jennifer. Any variation of that is just fine. Jen, Jenny, J-Dog. Nobody ever picks J-Dog. That's okay. I'd have to find a new joke if they did. So, quick note about my outfit. Yes, I did intend to dress like this today, just so you know. I actually had a choice between 2 different t-shirts. One said, love, chaos, and rock and roll, you know, really cool. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go with Deadpool on a unicorn. Oh, yeah. Need to really establish my geek cred here. Because, you know, you couldn't tell that after 5 seconds of talking with me. So I come from the Lubbock area. The reason I say Lubbock area is because that's the closest landmark that isn't a cow or a meth lab. I'm country, y'all. And we lived like really, really far out in the middle of nowhere. We did. We lived so far out in the middle of nowhere, I didn't know that the road we lived on had a name until I was in high school. True story. We just called it the road. I mean, hell, if you found yourself out at my place growing up, you were either really, really lost or really good at meth lab related directions. Grew up outside a small town called Smyre. Anyone heard of it? Of course you haven't. Oh, you actually have. Holy shit. You escaped. Good job. Yeah, for those of you who do not know, Smyre has about 500 people, and it doesn't even rate in Allsup's. When I was growing up, I used to go to other small towns and envy their amenities. Man, y'all got a blinking light? That's classy as hell. Come from a long line of country folk. On my dad's side, that's a really interesting story. See, my family on that side came to Texas back when Texas was its own country because apparently 2 of my ancestors killed their neighbor in Louisiana and they escaped to Texas. Oh. Yeah, I got a fun family history. Now my dad's a wise man and he learns from the lessons of the past. So he put us right out in the middle of nowhere and then proceeded to buy up the land around him just so he wasn't tempted to murder anyone. So far it's worked. Fingers crossed. Now on my mom's side, I am literally 2 generations removed from living in a tent. My grandmother and her 3 siblings were raised in a tent by my great-grandmother. And it's this beautiful story of determination, perseverance. What it means for me is when I was growing up, I couldn't get away with shit. Oh, you don't want to do the dishes? Well, that's okay. I mean, I'm sure your grandmother would have loved to have had running water to do dishes, but, you know, by all means, go on and play. So, of course, with that kind of upbringing, I became a comedian. Being a female comedian's great. I feel like as a female comedian, you are required to talk about vaginas. So let's get that out of the way. Vaginas are weird. There, I said it. I saw mine once. It scared me. Looked like a Yeti with a bad comb over. That's why I call it my vagina. No other name fits. It is not a cute little cunny. It's not a playful little pussy. It's not even a hard-banging cunt. I have a refined southern gentleman living in between my legs who has to be introduced formally. This is my vagina of the Atlanta Vaginas. He'll be joining us for this evening's entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Guys love it when you do that. Tits, on the other hand, these bad boys are fucking awesome, man. Ladies, these things are better than fidget spinners. So if you don't come home and immediately take off your bra and go to town on these things, what the fuck are you doing with your life? I mean, that's what I do. I mean, I go home and I take off my bra and then I start playing with them. Not sexually. I mean, actually playing with them. Like the music will be going and I'll be like, I'm not actually going to grope myself on stage. Sorry.
Aww.
But I will pantomime it. Woo! And then sometimes I make little melodramas in my head and my boobs are the main characters. And it's just like, oh, John. Oh, Marcia. I love you. I love you too. But we mustn't. Kiss me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, you guys. And it's that thought that makes me realize that that needs to be in a set. So, yeah, y'all are welcome. So I'm 37 years old. Oh, no, do not applaud that. There is nothing cool about being 37. I've been able to drink for a while, vote for a while. Hell, I can even rent a car and take it across state lines. I am that fucking cool. One thing about being 37 is that my 20-something friends think I should be wise by now. I know, right? I'll be sitting there and they're like, Jen, I have this problem. Maybe you can help me. You're so wise. And I'm wearing mismatched socks and my husband's underwear because laundry day is hard. I think they're barking up the wrong tree there, you guys. I haven't learned shit. I've been working on making enough money to where my gaming addiction doesn't interfere too much with my food addiction and my living in a house addiction. But, you know, it's, I see a lot of younger people in the, well, not a lot, but I see some, enough to make this next bit work. Because y'all are gonna get old too someday. Yeah, true story. And when you do, you get to tell the back in my day stories. Start looking for shit like that now because I already got mine. Mine is, I remember when Facebook videos didn't have a fucking ad in them.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Let's start a movement, you guys. I mean, they're like, what, 2 minutes long and you have a 30-second commercial in the middle? What the hell? And I mean, they're really sneaky, too, the way they do it. The other day I was watching one, and it was a candy store in, you know, LA or some shit. And they're like, you'll never believe what's in this candy store. Great music playing, and they're going down the aisles with all this candy. And they're like, but the best is yet to come. Commercial. Of course I'm going to see what's in that fucking candy store, you guys. Look at me. I'm a big girl. You don't tease us like that. I'm a big girl for a very obvious reason. I love food. And it does not matter. Sweet, sour, savory, salty, I will destroy that shit. Except for celery. Fuck celery. And fuck anyone who tries to turn it into a fun snack. You know the bitches I'm talking about. Come out with a platter of celery that they're trying to hide under some peanut butter and raisins. They take a piece, eat it like it's good, and they're like, oh, isn't this fun? This is just a fun snack. No, bitch, celery is not fun. Celery is lettuce that gained water weight and got sad. That's why it tastes like chlorophyll and regret. If you come at me with celery, it better be shoved inside a turkey's ass, because that is the only situation where celery is acceptable. So I think I'm going to wrap this up by bringing up an elephant in the room. Because I see the way some of y'all are looking at me. Sorry to say, guys, gals, I'm married.
Oh.
I know. Somebody liked it, so they put a ring on it. They took one look at this crazy train and thought, I'd ride that. Been married for 8 years. Thank you.
Yeah.
11 if you count my first husband. Not sure why people don't do that. Hell, I want credit for time served. I call my first husband my practice husband because emotionally unavailable asshole doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well. But I got a good feeling about this one. I do. Think I'm in it for the long haul after 8 years. He's got a lot more leeway than he used to. Thank goodness he does not know that, because no telling what the hell he'd do after that. I mean, he'll say things that 1 year married me would be like, is this a deal breaker? 8 years married me is just wondering how long I need to hide the remote this time. And you know, after 8 years, you learn a lot about the person you're with, and just their quirks and all of that. My husband, I think, knows everything about me except what I do to make this happen when I go into that bathroom to get ready to go out on the town. He doesn't want to know. He avoids the bathroom like the plague. And, you know, truth be told, it takes me about 15 minutes to get ready. He doesn't know this, because I'm in there for about an hour. I mean, I got a bottle of wine in there, I got a book. It's just like, this is a me time right now. Sometimes I make up plans. You know, I'm like, oh honey, Janie asked me to go out for some drinks. I'm gonna go get ready. You know, and it has to be like a very white girl sounding name, otherwise he has too many questions. So I go in and just sit and read and drink for, you know, about 30 minutes and come back out, and I'm like, you know what? She had a pumpkin spice related emergency. Can't do it tonight. All right, guys, that is my time.